Welcome back to Devil's Diaries TV, where we explore the mysterious and the supernatural. Today we find ourselves in the embrace of an ancient, enigmatic forest, where the trees whisper secrets of the past and the wind carries tales of forgotten lore. In this primeval wilderness, far from the grip of civilization, lies a hidden gem, a pristine lake, untouched by time and hidden from the prying eyes of the world. It was here that we, a band of thrill-seeking friends, decided to set up camp, drawn by the allure of adventure and the promise of an escape from the monotony of our daily lives. As the sun dipped below the horizon, bathing the forest in an eerie twilight, we reveled in the tranquility of our surroundings, blissfully unaware of the mysteries that lay beneath the placid surface of the lake. Little did we know, our journey would take a chilling turn as night fell upon the hidden lake we discovered. For more horror stories from the Devil's Diary TV, subscribe now to keep the devil away. As darkness settled in, the once serene lake began to vanish before our eyes. The tranquil surface, which merely hours before reflected the twinkling stars, started to recede, revealing an ancient secret hidden beneath its depths. The moonlight cast eerie shadows as the lake bed turned into a haunting expanse of forgotten tombstones. Yes, you heard right. Tombstones. An ancient burial ground, untouched and unseen for centuries, lay beneath the surface of our once picturesque campsite. Each tombstone, covered in moss and etched with time-worn symbols, told a tale of a life once lived and a death shrouded in mystery. As the last vestiges of the lake disappeared, a chilling silence fell over the scene. The night air, once filled with the chirping of crickets and the rustling of leaves, was now a void that was soon filled with whispers that seemed to echo from the depths of the earth and the expanse of the sky. Our hearts pounded in our chests as we realized we were not alone. From the mist that hung low over the graves, ghostly figures began to emerge. They were dressed in attire from bygone eras, their spectral forms glowing faintly in the moonlight. Their eyes, devoid of life but full of sorrow, stared at us, as if pleading for understanding, for release. The tension among us grew palpable. Every rustle of the wind, every flicker of the campfire sent shivers down our spines. We were trapped in a chilling tableau, caught between the living and the dead, between a serene camping trip and a haunting supernatural encounter. As we stood there, rooted in place by fear and fascination, we could not help but wonder what tales these spirits could tell. What tragedy had befallen them? What secrets did the Vanishing Lake hold? And most importantly, how could we escape the chilling grip of this haunted place? We stood there, frozen in fear, as ghostly figures emerged from the mist-covered graves. Whispers echoed through the night, carrying with them the sorrow and anger of long-forgotten souls. The air became thick with the chill of the past, as if the spirits themselves were trying to freeze time and space. Our hearts pounded in our chests, each thump echoing the rhythm of a dreadful dirge. We were no longer mere campers, but unwilling guests in a spectral theater, the stage set by the souls of the condemned. As we listened, we discerned a pattern in the spectral whispers. It was as if they were trying to tell us a story, a tale of betrayal and murder, of innocent lives lost and a curse laid upon the lake. Each spirit seemed to have its own tale, its own tragedy, its own reason for existing in this liminal space between life and death. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, each ghostly voice striving to be heard over the others. The cacophony was almost deafening, the spectral voices weaving a tapestry of despair and rage. Our minds reeled, struggling to comprehend the enormity of the tragedy that had unfolded on this very spot. Every whisper carried a piece of the jigsaw puzzle, a fragment of the past that, when pieced together, would reveal the horrifying truth. The spirits were not just haunting the lake, they were trapped, bound by the chains of their unresolved past, their ethereal existence a testament to the injustices they had suffered. Amid the confusion and fear, we realized one thing. These spirits were not our enemy. They were victims, seeking justice, yearning for release. They were not figures of terror, but of empathy, their stories a chilling reminder of humanity's capacity for cruelty. Our fear began to give way to determination. We had to help these spirits, to free them from their eternal torment. We resolved to uncover the truth, to piece together the fragments of the past, to give voice to the voiceless. Their ethereal hands reached for the surface, demanding to be heard. As the night wore on, the spirits intensified their efforts to communicate the tragedy that unfolded centuries ago. The once tranquil forest was alive with an otherworldly energy, a chilling spectacle of the past seeping into the present. The air was electric, the ground beneath our feet pulsating with a supernatural force we couldn't comprehend. A sudden gust of wind whipped through the trees, sending leaves swirling in a frenzied dance. The fire flickered and hissed, casting long, distorted shadows that seemed to reach out towards us. The ghostly figures, once confined to the vicinity of the lake, began to venture closer. Their hollow eyes, filled with an ancient sorrow, bore into us, their silent screams echoing in our ears. In the eerie light of the moon, we saw objects move of their own accord, stones and twigs arranging themselves into cryptic symbols. The whispers grew louder, a cacophony of voices from a time long past, each one desperate to tell its story. The spirits, it seemed, were not just apparitions, but remnants of lives cut short, their stories forever etched into the fabric of the Vanishing Lake. The supernatural occurrences continued to escalate, each more terrifying than the last. A spectral hand would reach out from the darkness. An ethereal figure would pass by in the corner of our eyes. A mournful wail would carry through the wind. Each occurrence was a piece of a puzzle, a cryptic message from the other side. As we huddled together, the chilling realization dawned upon us. We were not mere spectators in this supernatural spectacle. We were participants, the chosen ones who had stumbled upon the lake and awakened the spirits from their eternal slumber. Our fear was replaced by a sense of duty, a resolve to help these lost souls find their peace. We were caught in a race against time, compelled to decipher the cryptic messages and uncover the truth behind the ancient curse. As the moon reached its zenith, we braced ourselves for the ordeal that lay ahead, ready to face whatever the Vanishing Lake had in store for us. In a chilling race against time, we had to find a way to appease the spirits or face the dire consequences of disturbing the sanctity of the Vanishing Lake. The once tranquil night was now a symphony of eerie whispers and spectral figures, each one carrying a piece of the ancient tragedy that had unfolded beneath the lake's surface. Our hearts pounded in our chests like ominous drumbeats as we scoured the burial ground, seeking clues amongst the moss-covered tombstones. Each whisper from the past, every spectral apparition, was a puzzle piece in this chilling jigsaw we were desperately trying to solve. The specters, once silent witnesses to the passage of time, now became our guides. Their ghostly hands pointed us towards cryptic symbols etched on the tombstones, ancient relics hidden in the underbrush, and spectral apparitions recreating the events of that fateful night centuries ago. But the more we uncovered, the more we realized the enormity of the task we had undertaken. Each revelation led to another mystery. Each solved riddle uncovered a new enigma. The spirits' whispers grew louder, their apparitions more insistent. We could feel their impatience, their anger, their sorrow. We were racing against an unseen clock, the ticking seconds echoing in the hollow whispers of the spirits. As we delved deeper into the mystery, we began to understand the tragedy that had befallen the inhabitants of the lake. Their hopes, their dreams, their lives, all snuffed out in a single night of horrific violence. We felt their pain, their despair, and their longing for justice. The air thickened with tension as we delved into the secrets hidden beneath the waters, each step bringing us closer to a revelation that could either save us or seal our fate. As we stood at the precipice of understanding, we realized that we were not just spectators in this tale of sorrow and revenge, but active participants in a drama that spanned centuries. This was not just their story, but ours as well, and we were never to be seen again. For more horror stories from the Devil's Diary TV, click here to watch now. Like, comment, and subscribe before it's too late for you too.